Soph and I got these little sets for Christmas from Father Christmas. She got a unicorn and I got a camper van. So I'm gonna sit here and do this whilst I feel like poop. I'll try and get a picture at the end.
Oh yeah!
From Father Christmas. Yeah!
Guys, this is the pipe that's leaking. That white one. It's the reason we've not had heating. But is it any wonder why? I mean, that is a split pipe that they've just put like sealant on. I don't even know if they have. Yeah, they have. That one is obviously coming off at a really funny angle. It's not attached at all. Well, it is, but not securely. I just don't get it. I just don't get why they don't take off a couple of these corners and have the pipe come at a more of a straight angle with a corner like that to go into here. I just don't get it. I mean, maybe there's a reason for it, but as far as I was aware, water can fall down a vertical pipe perfectly fine. So, I don't know. And plus, if it was going down vertically, surely it would get to the bottom and then it would flow across because of the speed that it came down the vertical pipe. I don't know. But as you can see, obviously it's continually leaking and making this disgusting. You've even got like the wood over there just permanently gross. But yeah. This will be the 4th or 5th time we've had this pipe replaced now. So, wish us luck. So the boiler man's just been and this is what he's done. So he's taken it so that it's basically all the way straight down. And then obviously attached it like this. So far there's no leak, so hopefully it'll stay that way. But instead I've got to keep an eye on it, obviously. And obviously because it sticks out so much more than what they done, because obviously they didn't give us this much room. When the pipe comes out from here, so if you look from the side, it's so much further forward, so it's no wonder that it kept getting knocked and everything, because even with that piece of wood on there, it was just a stupid angle. So what he's getting to be done is he's getting a carpenter to come out to build this piece out here a little bit more and then out here so it's safely boxed in so that nothing can knock it, and that hopefully we can have heating without a leak. We shall see.
Hello. Dixie's feeling much better. We didn't get to sleep until like 4, and suddenly like it was about 2 or 3 o'clock. She went downstairs, she had something to eat, she went for a wee, went for a poo, had big drinks, had something to eat. No, she came downstairs, had a big drink. No. She came downstairs, had something to eat, went outside for a wee, come back in and had something to eat, but very small amount, went out and had a poo, came back in and ate a lot, and then had some more to drink. And that was her whining because
I want medicine.
burger.
Good catch.
But why I thought I'd pick up the camera, but Dixie kind of took over. I went to the toilet, but I didn't have my oxygen on. Came back. Soph asked me if I wanted some tea. I was talking and I was perfectly fine, and suddenly I felt very sick. I still feel very sick. I've got one red cheek and a very pale cheek.
But the red cheek she's been lying on as well.
Yeah, so if I didn't have the red cheek, I'd be very pale all over.
Plus your eyes look swollen. You've not even got a migraine, have you?
Nope. Checked my sats. I was back on my oxygen by this point. So I checked my sats and it's got the pulse. My pulse went from like 104 to like 94 to 86. Yeah, you know what you just did. Then to 96, then to 88, then went back to 94. You're gonna fall.
I'm okay with it.
She's so bloody cute. And my sats on my oxygen were like 93, 94, which isn't normal for me. So we are presuming they dropped very low very quickly, because this is what happens to me when that happens. So I said to Soph I would like to pass on the food at the moment and let the anti-sickness settle in. But that was not nice. Nah. In other news, this morning was a very busy morning. I woke up, I did my nebs. The postman came and woke Soph up like really, really urgently. But there was nothing at the door. I just couldn't hear if someone was knocking or just putting something through the door because I had my nebs running. We came downstairs, and whilst I was waiting for Soph to come down, and then while she was doing my meds, I had rung the housing team to get them to come out, and they said they were going to arrange for somebody to come out today. And then I rung the hospital because I had an appointment. I don't know if I mentioned it. My orthopaedic team, we cancelled it from the 24th, which was at like St Austell, which is very, very close to us. Oh no, it wasn't. It was at Trelesk. It was just like not happening. And they changed it to the 27th of January in the same hospital. But last week I received a letter for an appointment on the 4th of Feb in Hale, which is a minimum of an hour and 10 minutes from our house. Plus traffic, it's right on school time, and God knows what else. Yeah, it's at a hospital we don't even know. I rang them up and I was like, what's going on? Which appointment is it? And they were just like, oh no, it's on the 4th of Feb, the one in Hale. And I was like, why is it suddenly changed? And they said that my consultant only does clinics in Hale now. I was like, so you're telling me that I've got to come all the way from Launceston to Hale to see my own consultant? Yeah. I was like, perfect. The problem is, I'm not going to change my consultant because he's moved, because he is the only one out of 4 orthopaedic surgeons to actually see on a scan what was going wrong with my hips. The other 3 consultants were just like, one was just like, there's nothing there, nothing wrong. And the other 2 were just like, oh, it's a labral tear. And then when I came, that was at that point when they told me I had the tear and I needed surgery. We had just moved, well, I had just moved to Cornwall. So I changed my care. And that's when he picked up that I have a cam deformation, bilateral hip dysplasia and retroversion, and my hips were twisted out like 15 degrees or something, which is a lot, and it was the bilateral hip dysplasia and retroversion that caused the cam deformation to build, which then caused the labral tear. So I don't want to change them because I'm worried that nobody else will pick up what's going on. And he's done my surgery like twice now, so he knows my hips. So it looks like we're going to Hale. And then we gave Dixie her tablet, which was very difficult. She's not like Alba taking meds. We went to sleep.
She was good. She just was a bit persistent in not having it. She did end up eating it.
Yeah. Then I went to sleep. During me going to sleep, the housing team sent their worker.
Boiler man.
It's the one. He fixed the pipe. He replaced the pipe. And he's arranging for a carpenter to sort the wood that's now destroyed from the leaking pipe. We just woke up and then I went funny. So
and now I'm being really cute.
Yeah. And all that happened in 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yay. But I still feel very sick. So I'm going to sit here and do nothing for a minute. So we shall see you in a little while.
So,
Alba! Oi!
Albert,
Get down!
jump down. So yesterday when we went to go pick Pickle up, we knew that it was when we went to drop her off. We knew that there was a few things that we needed to get from Pets at Home. So we ran in and we got 2 packets of these because they were on offer. They were £2.50. And there's nothing in there that they can't have, which is great.
It's Christmas stuff, so that's why it's on offer.
Yeah. We got these, which are like beef-filled tracheas.
Blech!
Yeah, sounds disgusting, but that was reduced as well to £2 from £4. Can't complain about that. It's another one of the meaty things. We got this for the boys for Nobby's birthday.
Yeah.
For Nobby's birthday, because we had a voucher, so we got them this.
Which is like it's like really solid.
Yeah, so I don't know what it's made of. It's obviously suitable for them, and it's like it's for them to gnaw on. It's really solid, and
I was trying to get it to...
they've had one similar before, and they really, really liked it. So
Can you just tap it next to the...
What, next to itself? No. No.
No.
Nope. This is more difficult than it seems, people. It kind of sounds like, you know, when you're rolling dice and you roll them in your hand and then, like, they clack. Sounds like that. And then the last, well, we got the girls some more treats.
To go with their... We put like 2 of each of those. We break it up into their tea. It just gives them a little bit of a...
It does, because we obviously used to give them meat in their food, but
Alba was gaining
yeah,
too much
Alba was
weight.
gaining far too much weight. So
That was when she was on steroids,
it
though.
was.
So
But yeah, so now obviously we give them that, which, like Charlie says, gives them a bit something else. And then we saw this in, was it reduced?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
on right by the till.
Supposed to be £7, so it was half price. This is a giant festive woven rawhide with munchy rawhide treats inside.
There was 2 left, but our girls,
They wouldn't eat one each, so
they wouldn't. I mean,
share
thinking
it.
about it now, one of them might get jealous if the other one has it at the beginning. But Pickle's never been a rawhide person.
no, and we've got other stuff as well. Oh, we got poop bags.
Because the ones we got are rainbow, but they keep splitting.
Yes, we got these ones. They're a bit more expensive because they're cold, but we're hoping that they're going to be good.
Because they're more expensive, of course.
Yeah. And then the last 2 things we've got is a string of sausages. Ooh,
Which Pickle used to love, and then Alba used to love, and then they destroyed them.
did, and obviously we think that Alba were like this. Hang on.
You're dangling them in
I
front of my
know. The last
face!
thing we got is this, which is a really cute little squeaky elephant.
Which, that one's more for Dixie to say,
Yeah.
like, yay for being brave.
Yeah. So, we'll give Alba this, and we'll give Dixie this.
I want the
I want
label.
the label. You can have the label. You want the
Oh, I
label?
can smell the food.
Alba's just like, yeah. Should we unwrap this and see if you want that? Get me muscles out.
That elephant was on offer as well. All of this, apart from obviously the tea treats and the poop bags, was all on offer.
Oh, and the boys' toy, but that was obviously we had a voucher for it, so
Yeah.
it's different. Well, it was a voucher from money off of like anything, but obviously it was for his birthday, so we thought we'd get them something.
Yeah.
Dixie, what's this? What is it? We don't know. Silly bird. You want your sausages? You're cute.
See, she's smiling today, which is nice. But yeah, she's still not right.
I mean, we could try giving them the trucky ears.
Yeah.
Yeah? You'll pick all the small one, obviously. Ooh, individually wrapped. So that's pretty good if you only have one dog. However, hard to unwrap, which is not ideal when it's something that you don't want to rip off with your teeth. Scissors. Dixie's like, I can smell it. It smells good. These scissors are a little bit rubbish.
Maybe that's why you shoved them down the side of the bloody sofa.
It wasn't those ones. It was a
No, it was
pair
those
of
little
longer
ones.
I thought it was longer
No.
ones.
It was like, find what a sofa hid into the sofa. There was like 3 spoons, a pair of scissors,
Good, didn't I?
a crochet hook.
Tweezers. Don't even know why tweezers were there, but tweezers.
And then she was like, yeah, now look at your side. There was an elastic band.
You wanted that elastic band.
Well, it came in handy.
Can you sit? Good girl.
Oh, she fingered it.
What's this? You dropped it on the floor.
Pickle's funny that she likes the smell of it, but if it's too big, she's a bit cautious. So if you just give her a little taste, she's then like, oh, okay, yeah, I quite like that.
Want a bit more? Let's see.
Albie's just staring at hers. And at Pickle.
I'm not taking it all out with my finger, Pickle. You gonna take it? Good girl.
Mummy, you might need to finger mine.
Okay, I'll finger yours too. Do you need some assistance? I don't know why you need it, finger it out. Yours is so full up it's bulging out the edges. I just want something else.
I just want to be treated equally.
Do you want some more help? Do you want me to...
Oh, these girls are being funny today. Can't really see Alba what she's doing, but
You can't.
no, it's a bit dark.
Every now and again she just keeps like, she'll sniff it and then she just like... Okay, well I'm just going to put that there and you can just...
Dixie's like running away from hers.
I can figure it out.
We're currently eating, and there was a bit of crusty food in mine, and I couldn't get it off scraping down, so I tried scraping up. Then suddenly we saw something shoot out, and I was like, shit, where did that go? And then Soph's like, oh, you got it on my arm! Oh, you might want this back! It landed on her bloody spoon! And then she was like, oh, you got some on your face. So I got her arm, my face, and her spoon.
That's pretty good going.
Of all the places that could have landed. But don't I look pretty? It's a beauty spot.
It is, and she still gets her crispy side.
Yes, 'cause we saved it.
I can't reach.
Yay! We just had a knock on the door. It's 7 o'clock at night and we're like, really? What on earth is this going to be? And Soph quickly ran out there. And it was the postman.
So like...
And he was like... Hang on, you're going to have to say because I don't remember.
He said, hiya, I'm a deliverer for Royal Mail. And my manager asked me to bring you this on my way home from work. Sorry it's a bit late, it's just I had things to do before I was on my way home. And he handed us a parcel. And he was like, I didn't know, we didn't know if you'd had a card through the door or anything. And I was like, not had anything through the door. And he said, oh, that's alright then, it's here now anyway. And he handed us a parcel, and we've got a parcel, so...
Yeah, I mean, ordinarily, they just, after 18 days, they send it back to wherever it came from. And if there was a return address on the parcel, they don't normally come and drop it off. I mean, I know one bloke up there that he knows that I collect stamps. and he's really friendly, and he said that if he ever, like, somebody was ever to come in and say, I've got all these stamps, does anybody know anybody collects them, he said he'll keep an eye out for me. But otherwise, we don't know anybody to say, oh, I know those people, I'll just drop it round for them, or I know these people, can you do this for me, or something.
And all we can think is that maybe that postie lives on the estate somewhere, and that's why his manager was just like, look, you know, you live close, can you just pop it around?
Yeah.
But either way, it's absolutely bloody lovely.
Yeah.
Because they don't need to do that.
Not at all. They could have just literally sent it back like their protocol says.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, obviously, they didn't put a card through the door, and maybe that's an aspect of it, because they said that they weren't sure if we had a card through the door. So whether at some point something happened where, like, maybe somebody wasn't putting cards through the door for people or something. Oh, is that your sausages? Oh.
What have you got? What can you show us? Oh, sausages! You are adorable. Sausages!
I want them out my face.
Yeah, but my trachea's over there.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think you could put our tracheas away for a little bit? Because I don't think I could fully play with this. Because I keep looking back at Dixie. Like that.
Oh.
And then I'll back up my trachea.
Oh. I'm sniffing for everyone.
Yeah.
Is she gonna come for it?
But I have done this so far in my cross stitch.
Do you want me to
We're watching TV. And we'll see you in a bit. This is what I got so far, guys. I just need to do the wheels here. I need to do a tree here. And I think there's like a few snowflakes. But it's nearly done. First cross stitch in about 10 years. Are you gorgeous? Are you? Are you pretty? No, but the people are asking.
They should know the answer to that, don't they?
Blink one if you're gorgeous.
I blinked.
Blink once if you're super gorgeous. Are you super gorgeous? Look away if you're super gorgeous. We don't need to ask. She's so sleepy.
So long.
Yeah. And she's so sleepy, and yet we've not really done a lot today. To be fair, yesterday was manic.
It was.
So it's getting tangled. Ew.
What? The hairiness?
Yeah.
Yep. And I swept the kitchen as well.
Our
so.
girls just molt so damn much. Don't talk about me like that. She was.
Like...
Mama. But yes, we have got Pickle's appointment about 3ish tomorrow. Fingers crossed that goes well.
It's 3:40.
Yeah, she'll get her dressing changed.
Yes, and we'll
And
actually
looked at.
get to see what
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they'll do it out back. We might have to put the muzzle on again.
Indeed they may.
But I'm not sure, because that's what they did with Alba with her foot dressing. So we shall see. She desperately wanted to go out today, Pickle did, but We just threw the ball and stuff inside the house, so...
Yeah, I mean, even with playing with the ball inside the house, she would quite often sit with her foot like that, so she like wouldn't put it down properly.
It was really horrible.
Yeah.
And she still smells really medical.
She does, it's weird.
It's really not nice.
I mean, she's definitely a lot more like herself, but...
Yeah, she's happier today.
Yeah.
And then we've got to really tidy up again. Get these Christmas decorations down. Because on Monday, we've got another 2 appointments, so we need to do a lot this weekend to get it sorted. Sophie did mention about going to her parents, but I think we do need to tidy. So depending on the whole tidying sitch and how Pickle is, because what I don't want to do is her go, like, play fight with the other girls and her getting a lot of pain. So you'll just have to see how the weekend goes. But their food's arriving tomorrow. And that's kind of about it for us.
Yeah.
Just chillaxing and then Pickle's appointment.
Yep.
Yay. So, we hope you've all had a good day today. Let us know what you've done. Have you noticed in a couple of vlogs how both Soph and I, we look once and then we look like that at the exact same time?
I would think that they may have noticed.
Every time I'm going through the vlogs and I see it, I just crack up and show Soph. So, we need to make a point of showing you guys.
Yeah, because... I mean, it's just weird. You can understand, like, if a couple's been together for a while and they literally live in each other's pockets, that they might say the same thing, as just proved. But, like, moving your head the same way at the same time?
It's a bit crazy.
That's weird.
But yes, that's been our day. What's been your day? And yeah, that's it. So we'll see you tomorrow, guys.
Good night, everyone! You're gonna see how long I can do it.
Good night. Thursday, January 3rd. Surrounded. I lay down and slept, yet I woke up in safety. For the Lord was watching over me. I am not afraid of 10,000 enemies who surrounded me on every side. There was a time when the average person would never have known what it was like to have 1,000 enemies. To achieve those numbers, one might have to be a celebrity, perhaps a hated villain in a movie, or the quarterback who choked in the championship game, or a radio host who opened his big mouth one too many times. But in the age of social media, one wrong post can earn you millions of followers in seconds, yet those millions might not like your message. In fact, they may well hate you for it, and they also might just tell you about it a lot. But our mighty God knows what it's like to be surrounded by enemy voices. He knows what it's like to have insults hurled at him. He knows what it's like to have crowds shouting out his name, not in support, but in rage. The one who faced such hatred is watching over you. He is surrounding you too, but with his love and strength. Wake up in safety and don't be afraid. Lord, I know you can silence these voices that sometimes bring fear into my heart. Thank you for watching over me.